Good morning, Medea. Good morning, Medea. Morning, young lady. Well, it just depends on where. I am here. There's no denying that. It's a low tide looting kind of day over here. See, you can bring a beach basket down here. Now the question is, do we go right or do we go left? I did a video on the bridge, if you check my page from just a couple weeks ago. What's up, Joan? You can see it for yourself. Where's April at? April, where are you at? So the last time I was here, the better shell, the cooler stuff that I found was to the right. But I don't know. My instincts tell me to go left. Think so, Sonny? Just a hunch? Laura Bell, good to see you. Thank you. Well, at least they're pushing us out on this live. They did not push us out for sunset or sunrise at all this morning. Most we had was 12 people. Just a hunch. All right. Well, we're going with both of our guts today then. I'll cruise a little faster today though. Some alive lettered olives you see in the sand in here, digging their way out. Jeez, I got so excited that I got here that I forgot to pay online. Shoot. I'm gonna have to do that when I go back to my car. I'm just so used to getting to the beach and then hitting the ground running that I screwed that up today. Good thing they don't notice. Here's a hinged cat's paw, that's a live one. Here's a starfish. There's one thing about, or sea star, some of you people call them. There's one thing about Lover's Key, you're not allowed to take sea stars and starfish. So, whether they're dead or not, you're not allowed to remove them from here. So don't do that. Hinged coquina. See any sand dollar pieces. Look at the top of that alphabet cone. Good morning, Deborah. I sell them, Wanda. I am a professional sheller. Here's a turtle sand dollar. See if it's still alive. Nope. A little turtle sand dollar. It's got the scooch marks still on it. No live shelling either. We don't do that. Oh, now this is a treasure. I have never found these. I can't remember. Fulgur olive or something. What kind of olive is this? Hell yeah. Not too often I get first time shells. So awesome. Was that fulgurator or something? I think. So cool. It's a nice chestnut turban. Big, huge one. Some type of olive, but I think it might be fulgurator or something like that. Oh, look at this. Wow. Look at that. Sick. That is a cool rough scallop too right there. These people are coming. They're chasing me. Damn it, Jim. Don't be chasing me. Do you not know that I walk for a living? You don't want to get in this game with me. Go the other way. You're not going to win this round. Alright, so I'm not going to pick up normal shells. Since we got all these people that seem to know about this place, we're going to pick up abnormal shells this morning. Ooh, true tulip. Little baby chestnut turban. I don't know what that is. So awesome. That makes the trip worth it. I wanted to get something special. That's why I was like, I gotta go back. And I was watching the tides. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And I was hoping to get one of those, or I'd really like to get a Cabrit's. Here's a flat scallop. I'd love to get a Cabrit's today. That's another shell I've never found. It'd be hard for me to pass up these white scallops too. So cool. That's a fun way to start the walk. We got some more of these Mexican talons, which we don't find here either. Even these augers are East Coast augers. These are not augers that we find here typically. Ours are smaller. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the octopus. Christina Marie. Thank you, Summer, for the gifts. I'd like to be able to do more road trips like this. I miss coming to these beaches. Thanks for the follow, Donna Fairchild. Yeah, see how this rack line doesn't have much in it over here? I think there's more down the other way. But if we didn't turn left, we wouldn't have gotten that fulgurator. Somebody else would have definitely picked that one up. It's the coolest olive I've ever seen. Hopefully we find two. We are back at Lover's Key this morning. Susie, good morning. I just found the coolest olive, an East Coast olive. Oh, and we got a pectin, a little pectin. Glad we stopped here this morning. If anybody out there knows when Turner Beach is going to be reopened too, I would love to go there when they reopen. I have a feeling they're going to have a lot of shells like this there too. I have no idea where they're getting their sand, but my guess is the same place. Oh, dang. It's a seraph. I moved? Yes, I did. Nice piece of coral. And a coquina. Here's a why for you. Why ask why? Try shells dry. No? Okay. It is kind of crazy too, because this is more like East Coast shelling. It's not like a normal beach down, especially down by me. It's more like scanning the East Coast for a couple shells here and there. Why ask why? Try Bud Dry. I sell them. That's what I do with them. So I feed my family. But we're definitely not telling you to leave TikTok. That's for sure. Here is another chestnut turban, Beauty Shell. Really great one, actually. These chestnut turbans from here are better than any we find, typically, in Southwest Florida. But if you're not first, you're last in the shell game. That's why we like to be first. Oh, I'm still floating on cloud 9 after finding that olive. Wow, I mean, I've seen them before. I've seen people find them, but to see it in person, that is a very special shell. That is so cool. It's another chestnut turban. I left those people in the dust. They gave up. They were like, yeah, that guy's way too fast. Let's go the other way. Another hinged cat's paw, too. really do like these augers, the bigger augers. Sorry, I'm probably gonna miss some comments this morning. We gotta move. We gotta scan this entire beach before everyone descends upon this place today. But you find a first-time shell right off the bat, it gives you a little extra pep in your step. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Yeah, there are a lot of people in here do some cool crafts. We've given away some cool stuff that people have donated. I'm not very crafty myself. So try not to pick up every white scallop today. And Carrie is going to Key Wading tomorrow, so I won't be on Key Wading tomorrow. She put in a special request this morning. Asked me not to go. Thank you, Susie Schnitty Mick. We were trying to make the top 100. I might try to do a bonus stream. Look at how big that one is. Before we go back home today. We'll see how much strength I got left when we're done with this. It's just so fun to find East Coast shells in Southwest Florida, though. It's like the best of both worlds. Good morning. Well, they're always bad on Sanibel. They don't treat out there for any of them. That's why you need to get Sonia's bug spray. It's in my showcase. I don't notice them when I have it on, so. Pray for wind. We did sail right past it. You said the whites are the bottom, yeah, the underneath. You gotta keep them fulgurated. Hey, come out and play. Another chestnut turban. But they were like Meg at Ocean Soul. She loves the white ones for jewelry. I actually heard her one day in there talking to somebody about it, that she needed to get more. They're very hard to come by. I was like, oh, I know a guy. And she was also talking about alphabet cones, baby alphabet cones, and I looked at the other lady that was working there. I said, I definitely know a guy that has those. She just started chuckling. Oh, here's a piece of a Genonia. Little teeny piece of a Genonia. We found a bigger piece here the last time. I'm going to be checking every olive carefully today. We are right at low tide too right now. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning. Good afternoon, Becky. I'm on we're speed shelling this morning. So we're going a little faster than normal. But we got stuff to do today. We got places to go, people to see, shells to find. Maybe we'll find a Genonia. I would like to find a Cabrit's Murex, honestly. That's really why I'm here, but I'll take a Genonia if I can't get a Cabrit's. Or I'll take a handful of those Fulgurator olives or whatever they're called. But anytime you can check off a shell that you've never found from your bucket list, it's a good day. Oh, here we go. Genonia piece. Another bigger Genonia piece. Another nice. You can tell these were buried. You know, they got brought over by the hurricanes or whatever. They were buried right away because those dots, that's like the same on the last one that I got. Those polka dots are immaculate. These are perfect for jewelry. Perfect piece for jewelry right there. Some people have been finding those tusk shells out here too. I've never found one of those, so maybe we'll grab one of those today while we're out here too. But if you're planning on coming here today, you probably shouldn't. Just go somewhere else. I'm gonna clean up this beach for everybody, so don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I got this. If I was somebody else watching this right now, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going there now. Bob's already went there. This is Bonita Springs, Florida, or some even say Fort Myers Beach. It's kind of like an in-betweener here. Either is right. Oh, sick! Heck yeah! Look at that. Sick. Now that is a perfect flat scallop. Whoo! Better screenshot that one ASAP. Screenshot and email that one. Wow. Wow. Wowie. That one paid for our gas coming up here. Incredible right there. Heck yeah, that's a great flat. It's one of the best ones you'll ever see. Again, these are being dug up. That's why they're so nice. They haven't been exposed to the elements, really. So awesome. Jeez, I didn't expect to find that. Whoo-wee. It's a beautiful day out here on Lover's Key State Park, and the shelling is good. I found a Fulgurator olive and an awesome flat scallop and a Mexican Tellin. Lots of chestnut turbans. If you find chestnut turbans here in Southwest Florida, you might not recognize these because that's what they're really supposed to look like. Ours are all completely worn down typically by the time they make it here. Found a couple Genonia pieces. And we're just getting started. Yeah, thanks, Chester. Heck yeah. Seeing anything on the Causeway Bridge? Any shells over there? I just hear thunder. What the hell? What in the shell is going on here with thunder? You would not want to walk with me today, though, Cindy. I'm having a hard time keeping up with myself. What? An albino? It's got a little bit of mark coloring there, but that looks like an albino. An albino. It's another flat scallop. This one's a little broke. And because I am scanning so quickly, it's hard for me to keep up with your comments. Feel free to say or ask things again if I miss it too. It just helps with the algorithms here. Keep getting these why. Why? Why ask why? Just go with the flow. Be a sea turtle, people. So much fun. I swear I'm on the East Coast right now. Totally feels like it. Did you see my twin post? I don't think so. Yeah, it's true, Mary. I definitely am. I was broken 6 ways to Sunday, but I put myself back together. Humpty Bobby. And, you know, look at that cat's paw. Hinged. How sweet is that? That is so adorable. Oh, that's a good one. This is a live one, the other one I just picked up. Good to see you, Jules. What? No way. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Congratulations. I didn't know you and Scott still had it in you. That's a miracle. I told you look pretty young, Miss Cindy. Shoot, I just didn't think you want to do that again. Is this another? Oh, I was gonna say, is that another Genonia piece? Oh, you can laugh at that, Cindy. It was pretty funny. It was funny. Oh, and you're even saying not funny? I knew you were gonna say that. But congratulations. Double trouble. I mean, you always say, it doesn't matter once you have one. It doesn't matter if there's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. It's all the same at that point. I don't believe that, but I mean, it does apply to dogs. I mean, if you're going to have one puppy, might as well do 2 puppies. Same thing. And get it out of the way. Do them both. Be done with that. Benjamin Lee and Declan Liam. Nice. My brother is William, but my grandma from Ireland always called him Liam. All right, I don't know if there's anything else really in this part of the rack line. Have to move ourselves down here a little bit. I still think there's good shells to the north, so we definitely have to turn and burn to get back over there. Thank you so much, Linda. Oh, there's a sea biscuit. Part of a sea biscuit. Wild. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for walking with me. Make sure you hit that follow button. We'd love it if you'd hit that star and join our super fan club too, and subscribe. We just did a bonus subscriber only live stream this morning for sunrise right over here at New Pass. And if you don't want to miss out on all of the fun that we have, make sure to join that, because we do occasionally take our subscribers for special field trips so they know that they're appreciated. And some of you in here aren't a subscriber, but you gift more than $10 a month, so switch and just get that subscription at least. Then you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. We're looking for our first of the day. My only goal every day is to get one person to join our super fan club, so you can make my day, literally, by being the first to join our super fan club. This is so fun. I haven't had this much fun shelling in quite a while, actually. This is more fun than going to Jupiter. Just because I can find those shells here too. And God only knows what else is out here. I'm sure some other people are going to find some cool stuff today. Benjamin was your dad's name? Oh. You heading to the beach? All right. Later, big sis. Look at this. Look at that big, thick sand dollar piece. It's all inflated ones. Carol, are those really dark olives called fulgurator? I found one of those. Is this a sea bean? That's a rock. It looked like a sea bean. I did find sea beans here last time too, so maybe we'll grab some of those while we're here. I sell them. I'm a professional sheller and professional live streamer. That's my job. Some weeks are good, some weeks are dairy ball, but hey, beats a 9 to 5. All right, we're going back this way now, though. I don't think there's gonna be much over here that we want. All right, I keep walking a little further. I just say that, and I mean, we walked all the frickin' way down here. Might as well walk another 50 feet and just check. It just doesn't look very promising over here. It's very dark. Very, very dark. Dark brown. All right. My suspicions were correct over here. Good morning, Rennie. Tulip up there. It totally is. Somebody was already walking barefoot down here this morning. Just kidding. That's me. These are my footprints. I'm the only one that's been here this morning. I had the chomp for breakfast, right, just on my drive down here, actually. I did. The peanut butter and jelly was great. But did you hear? So, when I left your parents and I walked out to my Sea-Doo, when I jumped, the water was really high out there. I had to pull myself and jump up onto the Sea-Doo. My bracelet got hooked underneath the handlebar and ripped and broke. Literally, as I'm walking out with the new bracelet. But thankfully, Kristen was able to fix it. So I was able to put it back on. But it was hilarious. It's like, yeah, I think Rennie knew that I needed to get this today because I was breaking it today. And Kristen's like, wouldn't be surprised, that kid's pretty smart. Ooh. Never mind. Thought we were dealing with the Scotch bonnet piece there. It's pretty funny. Ooh, look at this scallop. The size of that. Good Lord. That is a monster. That is a Godzilla shell right there. Mutant. Mutant. Good morning, everybody. Lori, thank you. Lori, I think you might not need to update your TikTok app. Looks like you got the old badge. She liked it. She liked it. She also really liked the dolphin. We put them in our fountain that your dad made. This is Lover's Key State Park. And I think we are just getting started on specials. We've already gotten some pretty awesome stuff. But I have a feeling there's a few more out here for us this morning. Maybe we'll get another lion's paw. Lots of hinged cat's paws over in this part too, typically. Little Hickory Beach, Bonita Beach. If you guys are coming down here and stuff, don't forget, in Bonita Beach, there are several accesses that you can park at right off the street that aren't the main parking lot, so that are free. I don't think a lot of you guys realize that. Access 1 is not, but if you go down further, several of those accesses are free. 1 and 10 are not. But there is free parking right by 10. I don't know what that is. Thank you. Thanks, Charlotte. Welcome in. Make sure you hit that follow button. Look at that gross guy. Ew. Hit that follow and click the star up top there. Join our super fan club. Especially if you want to be included in these bonus live streams for our subscribers only. Might do another one today, I don't know. We did a sub-only sunrise this morning, right around the corner from here. Beautiful. So if you don't like to miss out on that stuff, make sure to join our super fan club. We got to give our super fan club members some super perks for being in it. Good morning, Whitney. Good morning, Heather. Thank you. Kathy, thank you. Trying to make the top 100. It's a lot easier to do it when we're this early. Nice spiny jewel box. Nice big spiny jewel box right there. Again, that's an East Coast one. Several East Coast shells sprinkled in here. Another hinged cat's paw. Thank you, Kathy. Rosalind. Kristen. Here's another piece of a flat scallop. We found a whole one in 2 pieces. We found a piece of a Genonia. We found a Mexican Talon. A fulgurator olive. And we're still just really getting started. We've only been here for about 35 minutes. $45 minutes, sorry. Time flies when you're shelling fun. Morning. No, typically the shells are smaller over here, but these are the shells that are from the beach restoration. So these are from East Coast. I mean, they didn't get them from the East Coast, but they're definitely East Coast shells. They must be deposited further offshore during these hurricanes. But we're glad that that's where they're getting the sand from. Hopefully Turner Beach uses the same pit. Yeah, those people are shelling up there. Good morning, Candy. Thank you. He is leading me. Lead me to the shells. Lead me to the promised land. Too pretty to pass up on that one. Look at this, a baby corrugated jewel box, too. Good baby. Nice auger. Thanks, box. All right, Melissa, have a great day. Hope you're doing good, Daytona Beach. This is Lover's Key State Park. Bonita Springs / Fort Myers Beach area. That was a nice one. It's hard to pass up that one. I was telling myself I'm not picking those up, but if they look that nice, I really have to. And I'll pick up huge augers all day, every day. Because we just don't really get big augers down here. Here's my footprints from earlier. So I was all the way down here already. Morning. It is hump day, isn't it? Happy hump day. No. I think the word's out on me. I think they all know now I don't have bait. They're like, he's not fishing. He's just fishing for compliments and gifts. Alright, we're almost back to the starting line. You're welcome, Adea. You have a great day too. Good to see you as always. hinged cat's paw. Hi. Oh, you actually made it here?
I was on Bonita Beach Road, and I was like, no, and I got the notification live, and I'm like, oh, wonder where he is today. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going.
And I didn't realize you were coming here.
I didn't either. It was but you know what?
Well, nice to finally meet you.
How funny is that? So
there's some good stuff out here.
Oh yeah.
I found some good stuff already, so hopefully you do.
And I love olives. So.
There's some good. There's not a lot of East Coast stuff out here right now too. So.
Oh yeah, the paws. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope you find something good. Let me know.
All right. Thanks.
I'll probably see you again out here today. That's Alyssa actually. If you've seen her in the chat. Ooh, another nice white one. Yeah, the white ones are great. This is Lover's Key State Park here in Bonita Springs / Fort Myers Beach area. Said I wasn't gonna keep picking these up, but when in Rome. When in Rome. Yes. Yeah, we ran into East Tennessee yesterday. She had never been down here, and she was on Keewaydin because of watching our live streams, and she actually beat me to Keewaydin yesterday. And she had a huge horse conch that she was walking with that she had already found, so she was pretty happy. That was pretty cool, actually. Look at that. It's a piece of a lion's paw right there. I don't want the piece, though. I want the whole thing. We want a whole paw today. We might have to go out in the water to get them. But we're going to try to get one today for sure. Trying to get that and a Cabrit's Murex. Those are the two things we really are. Besides that olive I already found, those were the 3 on the hit list today. We were trying to knock off on our bucket list. That's an interesting cat's paw. There's 2 cat's paws that are alive here that are attached and an empty one. Throw that back. No live shelling, folks. We don't do the live shelling, and we don't really like people that do that. Honestly, I think most hardcore shellers have a great disdain for those who kill live shells. Live shells make more shells for all of us to enjoy later, but dead shells do not. So don't take the live ones. Did you know, like it's like breaking a mirror, 7 years of bad luck. You take one of those shells and kill it because you want to make a little bit of money off of it. You get a lot longer bad luck than that. And definitely don't keep it in your house. Put it in your house, man. Bad juju. The ocean will come for you. Another sweet hinged cat's paw. Good morning, everybody. Well, you're probably coming at the wrong time of year. Stop coming at the wrong time. That would solve your problem. Come at the right time, not the wrong time. Capiche? Just kidding. But that would solve your problem if you came at the right time. How do you know it's the right time? That's the problem. You need to have somebody that you're a super fan club member of that takes you to these locations ahead of time, scopes them out for you. I actually know a guy. I think we have him linked here. You can hit that star and join his super fan club. Here's a bittersweet clam. This is another East Coast shell. It's a big one too. Another East Coaster.
Morning.
Morning.
I like the gimbal.
Huh?
I like the gimbal.
It's a good one too.
Hell yeah, bud.
Yeah, I probably should have kept that one. I just threw it down. This is broken, but I should have used that in our broken pile. Another nice white one.
So
2 weeks and you're being Marco? Yeah, nice. I have a feeling that this year there's going to be a lot more Bob squatters visiting Southwest Florida, and I have a feeling we're going to run into a lot of people on the beach this winter. I think you guys are going to see how big the Bob squad really is. I mean, yeah, we have 63,000, which doesn't really sound like that much when you look at other creators and stuff. It is shocking how many people know who we are. I don't know if they're all following us. I think they might have forgot. Because the tentacles of the Bob Squad, the 8 tentacles, have definitely reached out across this country. And thanks to TikTok's algorithms, people that like this stuff have been shown the way to Bob Jose. So it should be a fun winter. We'll see. But I bet you we get a lot of people saying stuff to us this winter. I don't know what that is. Keep that. Thank you, Heather, for being number 229 in our fan club. Thank you for also being a part of the Super Fan Club. Appreciate it. We're looking for our first member of the Super Fan Club today. My goal at the start of each day is to get just one person to commit to us on a monthly basis. Buy me a cup of coffee, essentially. Or skip your cup of coffee just one time this month and help support us so we can go on more showcations. Because we do need to take the show on the road. It's much more fun when we can explore new locations. These scallops are just monstrous out here. Thank you, young lady. And like I was saying earlier, some people in here gift more than $10 worth of gifts a month, but aren't part of the Super Fan Club. So I would much rather have you part of the Super Fan Club. Now, don't get me wrong, I like getting the gifts in here and they're fun, and I understand why you guys like sending them, because they are fun. But I only get one guaranteed paycheck a month. And it's pretty nice to have that as a live streamer. One guarantee. Look at this little baby olive, it's so tiny. So tiny. Nazira, Bedru, thank you so much. for the follow. Just see if there's anything out here at all. Oh, there is stuff out here. So we might have to, when we finally walk the whole beach, we actually might have to come out into the water a little bit too, just to see. Like that right there. Huh. Interessante. Another chestnut turban. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Candy. Look at that beautiful chestnut turban. Thank you, Shyla. Gorgeous. You need to get yourself one of these East Coast chestnut turbans. Because the ones that I normally find are pretty roached out. Pretty terry ball, if you ask me. Ooh, a little baby Hemingway cat's paw. Little Hemingway. And another chestnut turban. We'll leave the coral. We don't need coral from this place. We don't need any more white scallops right now either. Stay focused, Bob. Gotta get these East Coast shells out of here. They don't belong here. Here's a little teeny tiny baby alphabet cone. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. Almost looks like a baby Genonia. Thank you, Ronnie. Gina, thank you for the pumpkin pie. It is that time of year, isn't it? We're gonna have pumpkin pie. Yeah. It's gonna be great. That'd be great. If we can pumpkin the pie. Another flat scallop piece. Some worm coral attached to it. Thank you, Mandy. Good morning. Oh, it's just glorious this morning, honestly. Ooh, and a centus. Little centus. Another hinged cat's paw. Ooh, there's a second one too. Look at that. Little baby. Yeah, this one has a ton of the whites. It's a nice coquina too. Lots of hinged cat's paws everywhere. Another chestnut turban. Another live cat's paw. See how it's closed up? They're sealed up like that. That's a live shell. Here's an empty one. Oh, how did we not lose that one? Another beautiful coquina. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for walking with me today here on Lover's Key Beach. Thank you, Joan. Thanks, Melanie. B. Paez. It's Bonita Springs / Fort Myers Beach, Florida. Another hinged cat's paw. Ooh, big rogue wave there. Giant colorful calico scallop. Ooh, look at a live sand dollar. So you guys always ask, how can you tell if it's alive? This is how you can tell. Look at all its little spines or its little hairs all over it. See, on the outside perimeter. It doesn't matter the color. Don't be focused on the color. They just told you the color because, you know, to keep people that don't know any better from taking live shells. But this is a live one. So awesome. We'll put him down here. That's a live sand dollar. Here's another one, I think. Yeah. Where'd it go? Another live sand dollar. So let's get a video of this guy so we can tell other people too. How can you tell if it's a live sand dollar? Well, just take a look. See all the hairs moving? Actually, the spines. Let's flip him over. He's trying to move. And you see there? See there? See all those spines moving? I call them hairs. That's how you know it's alive. It has nothing to do with the color, really. Now you know. See it undulating back and forth? He whips his spines back and forth. He whips his spines back and forth. Here you go, pal. There's his friend, too. Hanging out together. Alright. Now you know. It's not hard to tell, guys. It's not hard to tell at all if it's still alive. So, in the beginning of doing this, man, I had so many people telling me, don't take those. Only take white. Thankfully, we won't get that very much anymore. But for those of you that are in here thinking that, there you go. Here's another flat for you. Another awesome flat scallop. Number 2 perfect one on the day. I do, unfortunately. Sometimes my spine floats too and undulates like that, and that is not fun. If anybody's ever had spinal cord floating in your back and touching, do you know what I'm talking about? sucks. And if you ever had a dentist appointment where they hit the nerve, or you ate something really cold on your cavity or your filling, multiply that by about 1,000,000, and that's what it's like when your spinal cord touches something funny. It's not good. Ooh, that's a funky shell. Look at that. What is this? What is this? Another chestnut turban too. What kind of shell is that? It's like see-through. It's like a talon, but a huge talon of some sort. Never seen anything like that myself either. You can see the markings on it. It's definitely like a talon. Sick. Yeah, definitely a keeper. I have a feeling there's more flats right in here too and stuff. This might be the spot, actually. Look at all these shells down here too. Alright, we'll play in the water in a little bit. I gotta stick with the rack lines for now. But I have a feeling there's more stuff right in here. See, here's another live sand dollar. Another live one. Give them a gentle toss out there. And they're not that brittle when they're alive, too. So, ooh, here's one with scooch marks. So this one might not be alive. Oh yeah, it is. See? Again, not hard to tell if they're alive. He just washed back up after I did that. Just gotta make sure you don't step on any when you're out here. Here you go, pal. But this is also why we get a lot of the baby sand dollars over here, because there's a lot of live ones. Jeez, I don't know, man. I almost feel like I just should stand here and let the waves reveal flat scallops to me. But I got ants in my pants. Fire ants, too. I don't know anything about fire ants. You don't want to stand still while they're in your pants. Not so much fun. Little punks put me in the hospital when I first moved down here. That's how I got greeted. Everybody told me that the no-see-ums were going to greet me. It's another piece of that shell. But it was the fire ants that said hi first. Yeah, we're going to have to saunter back and forth here, I think. I whip my shells back and forth. I whip my shells back and forth. Not the fire ants. Beige blue. Oh, that's cool. Like the merle ones. Beautiful day out here, guys. Sandy, you need to make it over here. I sell all this stuff. Other people do stuff with them, though. There's another flat. And another perfect flat at that. Wow. Look at this. Oh, this is so great. Not here long at the airport. We are killing it. And another Mexican telling. Yeah, I think we need to slow down a little bit. So with the flats, I don't know why, but with the flats, a lot of times they will be face down on the beach. I mean, it makes more sense like a shark eye moon snail and a gaudy nautica why they are, because of the way the shell is shaped, but the flats are pretty similar on both sides, but they tend to wind up down face first, and most people don't even notice them because of that. They just think it's another scallop, and they don't even bother picking it up. That's where thousands of live stream beach walks come into play. Is we can eagle eye some stuff that other people don't seem to notice. Which is always good. Thank you, Schnitty. Yeah, well, like even the one that Sandy walked by yesterday, 100 people walked by that, and they probably thought it was just a small scallop. And because, a lot of people aren't picking up the scallops, I do pick them up, And because of that, I'm still scanning all the scallops. And I think that's why I see them. I think the people that don't really are paying attention to the scallops, I think they're the ones that wind up missing a lot of the flats. Because people are like, wow, how do you find all these flats? I'm always out there, I don't find them. Well, they're there. You're just not seeing them. It's just like Allie, Took me a long time to get to the point where I could see a knuckle from a big horse buried in the sand to know that there was a big horse buried in the sand. It takes a while. But once you start finding things, it kind of reinforces certain things to look for too. But what a beautiful day out here. This water's going to be pretty here in another half an hour, 45 minutes. With the glass. Yeah, there's no sargassum over here. We do have it down on Marco Island though, right now. Oh, dolphin. Coming right to us. Hi, babies. Hi. How do you do, babies? You're not that little, though, are you? Hi. You come right up here? All right, come here. Say hi to everybody. It's right in front of us. Hi, babies. We're gonna get a fish. Boom! Shakalaka. He smashed a fish right in front of us. Boom! Down goes the champ. There he is, eating it. That was pretty cool, huh? Another reason why I like coming over here, because the Big Carlos Pass has a ton of marine life. Tend to see a lot of manatee over here too. He smashed that good. That's cool. That was very cool. Ming. Like I said, this is a special place out here. Black Island over here and stuff. This is a magical area. Lots of cool stuff happens here. Might have to revisit that spot back there. Remind me on our way back where all those shells were. We might have to revisit that because I guarantee you there's more flats in there. These hinged cat's paws. It's right over here. There's a crab top. I like crab tops. We do sell crab tops too. Ooh, a little jasper cone. Nice. Nice little jasper cone. Another hinged coquina. I whip my shells back and forth. I whip my shells back and forth. What? Why does he whip his shells back and forth? It's a thing down here that we do. Oh, that was a live sand dollar that got stepped on or something. You better pick up the pace, lady. I'm gonna pass you by here in a second. One of your customers paints them? Yeah, it's really cool. There's so many cool things that people do with them. I'm blessed that some people send me stuff that they make too. I'm blessed that some people send me stuff that they make too. Really cool stuff. I love my Grinch sand dollar too. I'm looking forward to putting that on the tree this year. Really cool stuff. I love my Grinch sand dollar too. I'm looking forward to putting that on the tree this year. Another hinged cat's paw. Everywhere. It is very active right now. That is a live olive. It's actually not sand you see there sticking out of the shell. That's actually the critter. So that is not, we do not take live shells. Good morning, everybody. We don't want to see your Ussie in the bio. Do better, TikTok. These people shouldn't even be able to create that name to begin with. Here I get in trouble on a live stream from home. Blows my mind. I almost think they like those accounts. That's kind of what I think. Prove me wrong, TikTok. Get rid of them. Then we'll know you don't like them. You don't like a lot of other stuff. So, why Why do you like that? Help me figure that out. I would love to know. Just pretend to be the good guys? Or what? I really don't get it. I sell them, and I do live on an island, one of the best islands to shell, but it's about an hour away from here. So we jumped in the car today and drove up here. We did a special subscriber-only field trip. We did a sunrise over here this morning, but you know, we don't want people to feel left out, so we were doing another live stream here. We might do another bonus live. Join our super fan club. We might go to another location here after this if I have enough energy, and if we do good here, I will consider doing another one before I go home, since we're here. But I'm not promising that either. No promises. This is my job. I live stream and pick up shells. And that's what I do for a living. Live near Galveston, yeah. It's not a bad job. It's the hardest job I've ever had, though. I work more hours in this job than any job I've ever had, and physically, it's also the hardest job I've ever had. And I had a very large janitorial corporation up in Michigan, and we had lots of employees. Several hundred, and a few times a year, over 1,000 working for us at a time. And look at that nutmeg. And it was a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365 days a year type of job. So, and this one is more hours than that. It was not what I was expecting to get myself into. But here we are, out here picking up chestnut turbines. 110 degree heat and loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. I love all these chestnut turbines. I literally will pick these up all day long. Again, we don't get them like this here. They're worn down, all these nubs and everything, and even the under layer is revealed. That's how they normally are here in Southwest Florida. They did a beach restoration here, and they dug sand from several miles out from Sanibel out in the Gulf. And apparently, that's where a lot of East Coast shells like to wind up. So it also makes sense why, after some of the hurricanes and stuff, Sanibel does get some of these seahorses and different things. There's another live one on here. Look at how they're all these cat's paws attach themselves to something. So wild. I never see stuff like that typically. So these are, again, this is like an East Coast thing here. Shell pile out in the middle of the ocean. They were all congregating on a shell. Only find shark's teeth when we go hunting them specifically. A lot of them are up by Venice, Florida. Thank you, Marianne. Good morning. We don't get much sea glass down here in Southwest Florida. We don't allow glass on our beaches. So I think that's part of the reason. But the one island I live by down by Marco Island does get some. All right, that's it for the shells over here. We'll go check this rack line up here now. It's even overwash up here. But these shells are coming out of this sand that we're finding these East Coast. So even walking up here on the beach, even where the rack line isn't, especially if it's rained, can reveal some of these shells up in here too. Yes, Lover's Key again, Marianne. And we have found some amazing stuff. I found my first fulgurator olive. I have some other weird, huge tellin. I don't know what. There's no telling what kind of tellin it is. I have no clue. We've gotten several flat scallops, including a really nice one. A big, nice one. But now I know. Now I know where to search when we come here too. It's pretty obvious where they're at. Buddy was his name. Buddy was his name. Oh, B-U-D-D-Y. No, not doing it. No offense, buddy. And Buddy was his name. Oh, all right, I did it. Had to do it. Still nothing up here though. All right, we'll get in the water for a little bit until I see more in that upper rack line. That's where I really want to look. That was the last time I found a couple. That's where I got the lion's paw too, up that way. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for walking with me today. Make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't done so yet. And we'd love it if you join our super fan club. Oh, there's an alphabet cone, I think. Yeah. We'd love it if you join. Oh, there's another one of these special olives. Here we go. It's a little different than the other one. We found this one. The other one was much darker. But there's another special. That's an East Coast olive. That's not something that we find here in Southwest Florida. Definitely want this guy. How cute is that? Yeah, another cool olive. So, I think we're gonna play in the water. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit of water. Careful, Shelly. Another bigger otter. Proof Pukative. Good to see you. Mooney Spoony. Good to see you too. This is Southwest Florida. Elvis Key State Park. We'll check that upper rack line after we're done walking this hole. We'll walk the water all the way back to the bridge and then we'll come back this way and check that before we leave. Good to see you too. Welcome back. I agree, Allison. Chains. That's what I did. Most people moved away from the beach after the hurricanes. Hurricane Ian came in especially and kicked our butt over here. And we moved closer to the beach. We moved onto an island. I remember somebody asking me that too. Are you afraid now that you have these big hurricanes? Don't you want to move out back to Michigan? No, I actually moved to an island and got right up in it. So it did not deter us one bit. But we also have a healthy respect for the ocean. We don't play with it. If it's time to go, we go. But just know, if they're not crazy category 4 and 5 hurricanes, I will be staying because that's what I do. Just remember that next time you all try to tell me, you need to leave. You need to go. You need to leave. I need to do what I need to do. And everything I do is very calculated. Just like that day everybody was telling me when I was on Fort Myers Beach during Hurricane Ian, recording some of it, how I was risking the lives of the first responders and stuff. I'm like, well, first of all, it's like 24 hours away from making landfall here. Second of all, when they evacuate, they ordered you to evacuate, there are no first responders. That's the whole point. That's why they tell you to go. They will not come and help you. And even during Hurricane Ian, when I was the worst part of the storm, when I was in our closet, as I was trying to rip the roof off, listening to the radio broadcast of the local news. And you know, you had people on Fort Myers Beach calling for help, calling the news station, and then the news station, like a bunch of idiots, like, we're gonna try to get you some help, we're gonna try to, and then they have to be like, sorry, we can't get you help. There's no first responders, they're not going out until, it's just how it is. And some of those people didn't make it. That were on the air, like they perished while they were talking to the news people. But that's why you go in those scenarios. Anyways, Lovers Key State Park. Let's see, TikTok. Should we end the live stream TikTok, or do you guys want us to stay on TikTok? Should we do a live stream again after this? I don't know. Maybe we should end the live stream here, TikTok. Because you're just not pushing us out this morning for some reason. We're finding incredible shells. We took a special trip. We're on a field trip. We're an hour north. We're finding real treasures out here today, TikTok. And for our sunrise live stream, we had 12 people. That was the most we had in here at once. We're trying to get them to push it up. Push it up, TikTok, if you don't want us to leave. It's good business on your part, TikTok, to keep us here. It's a lot of competition for live streams nowadays. There's a lot of places we can live stream. Penny, thanks for the share. I don't know why I'm looking at that again. I already searched all that. Don't be an idiot, Bob. Let's just see what's up here. Let's just do this while we're already over here. It's not a very big section to check. But this is where the lion's paws could be. They like to wash up a little further. Thanks, Rhonda. Well, I don't want to have to leave and go live somewhere else. But I do like it when TikTok pushes us out a little bit. It's nice of them when they do that. Frond oyster. Fran oyster. I always say frond with a D. It's not with a D, it's just with an N. For some reason I want to do that. Even if you know how I tell you guys how sometimes I'm thinking the right thing and then I say the wrong thing. I caught it again on the this morning's beach finds videos. I sat there in the live, or while we were getting ready to do that video, and I asked you guys, what day is it again? And you guys are like 7th. And I'm like, okay, these are yesterday's beach finds. And I start the video, and I'd never even heard myself say October 7th. It's like, no, it's October 6th. I never even caught that one. It's weird. Weird how the brain works when it gets damaged. The sea beans we found over by Big Carlos Pass back in here. Thank you, Rhonda. You can find them, there's a link in the bio, and I have a storefront that you can check, and these should be under the live streamers essentials. Anything I use on the live streams is under that tab, or something similar anyways. Yeah, there's just not much up here right now. All right. Dang. I was hoping there'd be some lion's paws up there. You're welcome. Thank you, Marianne. Thanks, Rhonda. Well, actually, I should look in here. Could be one hidden in here. Another hinged coquina. Thank you, Patrick. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for walking with me. If you haven't hit the follow yet, TikTok, we need more than 200 people in here, TikTok, or we're going to have to leave. We're going to have to end the live stream. But if you can hit that follow button, that'd be great. We're still looking for our first member of the Super Fan Club. We already did one Super Fan Club only live stream this morning for sunrise. It's possible we'll do another one while we're still up here today. So make sure you hit that star and subscribe. Oh, this starfish did not make it. And normally I could take him, but at Lover's Key you cannot take these. I would have taken him home and dried him out and made him nice and pretty. But can't take him from this place. They don't allow it. No starfish or sea stars. And no live shells. And they do take it pretty serious over here. You're welcome. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, Belinda? I just booked our house for after New Year's for our Christmas for our family. That's what we're doing this year. We're going to the Keys. And I will try to do one extra live stream a day until then to pay for it. I could have taken us all on a cruise. But oh well. I'm not paying for anything else. That's for damn sure. Oh, we got baby sand dollars so that we're alive too. Aw. See, I would normally take these because they are no longer with us. These are dead. But at a place like this, like I was just saying, how they don't like you to take live shells and they don't like you to take sea stars and starfish. You know, if you deal with the wrong person, they might not realize these were already dead. They might think you killed them. So put them out there so they can wash up again someday. All cleaned off, ready for the next person. They would have been good too. Those are small ones. I like the small ones. But maybe if we do another live stream here today, we'll find some small ones. One of them is I think one of them is called a fulgurator olive. These are not West Coast shells. These are definitely East Coast shells. I don't know if the other one is something different. Ooh, this is something different, Rhonda. Look at this one. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that either. You ever seen one of those, Rhonda? We got sea biscuits over here too. The big sea biscuits, pieces everywhere. Bones, chicken wings. Definitely not from a shark. Back in the water we go. Mark it right here. In case we come back this way. We know where we have to look up in that part of the rack line. There could be a couple good things there. We'll see how much, we don't have a lot of battery left, so see how much time we have left to do that. Actually does not look very good down here. Still. Gotta find that one spot where all those shells were in the surf. Well, this is because of the beach restoration, though. That's why this is happening here. There's the inside of a purple with a white lip. Purple with white lip FFC. Gorgeous. Yeah, we'll keep looking up here for now, and we'll go back to the water when we see that shell pile down there. We're already in the top 48. Nice. We still need 20 more for the wish list. If you guys can help us out with that, we would greatly appreciate it. It's a little bit more work to get to drive up an hour to get to this location. We appreciate the help. Thank you, Warrior. And join our super fan club if you want to see more adventures like this. That's what's fueling these adventures a lot of times. Back in the water we go now. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks, Deborah. Number 232 in our fan club. And then we got the super fan club up top there. I'll pin that one for anybody if you want to be our first member of the super fan club. We're down to 123 now. We're going in the wrong direction, guys. We went from 125 2 days ago. Now we're at 123. Gotta go the other way. That's how we go hunt shark's teeth. Gotta go the other way. Yeah, I bet you I find another flat scallop in the midst of all this stuff. See, here's another one of these funky things. That's a piece of a flat right there. Which nails? Fingernails? Yeah, like I said, I don't know the East Coast shows. Well, maybe you can help. Stay tuned for the beach finds video. Maybe with a couple of these you can help identify. There's another one that I found that's very interesting. It's some type of talon or something, but it's big. Thank you, Shyla. Hello, Connie. Good morning. Oh, did I miss it? I missed it. There it is. Get it. Get it. Where'd you go? There. Oh, I dropped it again. Look at that. Teeny little FFC. There are no gift subscriptions right now. You sure you didn't do that in here the one day? I thought you did it the one day you were in here. They don't do gift subscriptions yet. They're supposed to offer something along those lines coming up, but as far as I know, they're not doing that yet. Carrie, thanks for the heart, me. Joining our fan club. Our super fan club is up top there too. If you want to get in on that and enjoy some bonus live streams. Might do another one today. We did a subscriber only, super fan only sunrise this morning. It's pretty great. No, that's not true. You subscribe to me. But there aren't gift subscriptions right now. Maybe you got one before, but you might be subbing now.
You can call them whatever you want.
Well, you might want to look into it too. That's why I'm telling you. You might want to look into that. A lot of rollies here, Carol. Another part of a purple with white lip piece. Or purple lip. FFC. Another live sand dollar in case you missed that earlier. These are live sand dollars. It is not hard to tell when they're alive, okay? A lot of you are always like, you're taking a live sand dollar. Look at it. This is live. This is how you tell. You see the hairs or the spines on their back moving. It's alive, okay? It's not hard to figure that out. So all the people that freak out that know nothing about these things and then just start telling everybody that stuff. Unless you know for certain, just don't speculate. Because all you speculators have got so many people worried about picking up any sand dollar that wasn't white. And it's just not how it works. Yes, a white one that's bleached out on the beach is definitely going to be dead. So they just told you guys that since you guys don't know what you're doing. They didn't want you to accidentally take a live one. But it's not a rule. I got two Genonia pieces already this morning. Two different ones, Carol. We got a I think it's a fulgurator olive. And another one that's definitely an East Coast olive. I'm not sure if it's a fulgurator, if they call it something else. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Karen H, thank you. Thank you, Rhonda. And we've gotten several flat scallops this morning too. There's another East Coast shell for you. Yeah, I kind of want to hang out right here. It's embarrassing. Again, this is from the beach restoration. That's why there's East Coast shells here. They're not from the East Coast, where they got the sand from. The sand was dug up, pumped up from 4 miles out from Sanibel. So that's where, like, when these hurricanes come through, that's really where they're dumping the East Coast shells, out there, out off the coastline. But that's why these East Coast shells are showing up here, because that's where they dredged it from. And I know they're redoing Turner Beach right now on Captiva Island. They're doing a beach renourishment or replenishment. I'm having a feeling that they might get it from the same area. So that would be cool if we start finding East Coast out there. Get to the chopper. We need shells. He's going to Turner Beach actually right now. That guy. If anybody knows when Turner Beach is reopening too, let us know. We'll go right out there. Some bigger augers from the East Coast too. Might be a fallen angel. Yeah, you're gonna have fun looking at some of these on the Beach Finds video, Carol, because definitely some different stuff today. That's why I came back here. It's a negative low tide too, so I figured we'd find a few things, and we did. And thankfully we got here first. If you're not first, you're last. Says Bobby Bobby. But sadly, probably only got about half an hour left in this live stream. Why are you not a super fan anymore? Why does it say that? You still have a badge. Elon, Anastasia, thank you for the follow. Oh, it's still showing a badge here. So I think you're alright. Never know though too, they could be pushing new updates out. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Especially if you have your auto renewal. Is that a feature now on the Super Fan Club to have your auto renewal on or whatever? Or what did they do? Didn't you say the other day you signed up under a different tier? Maybe they're relegating you to the videos. I don't know. It's so hard to know. Yeah, so maybe it has something to do with that. Let's check up here real quick. The only thing that I knew was that the people that had the other ones, it was going to honor them for the first 3 months. So I don't know if you had to have it active before the change happened in order to get in on that deal. But I wonder. Go look and see if you can see my sub-only videos. That'll answer that. That'll solve that problem. Well, that won't solve a problem, but provide a solution to your question. Because I saw somebody signed up for $2.99 the other day, and they're falling under the old subscription tab. There's actually 3 people under the old subscription tab. You, her, and one other person. But you were in here during that, and you were, you had the badge and stuff. You're not supposed to have the IV badge, the live badge, unless you are the Superfan Club. So, and it's showing that's what you have right now. So who knows? But when I tried to check to update my spreadsheet, I wasn't able to see anybody in the Superfan Club, and then Kristen figured it out on her end. I'm sure there's a way I can actually see it, but she could even see it as a Superfan Club member. So I'm sure there'll be a few glitches along the way here as they push updates out and stuff. And normally if there's a problem, it gets fixed on the next update. Look at that huge piece of coral. Yeah, but I think Carly literally just subscribed recently. Like maybe it lapsed or something and then resubbed or something like that. People that were on the auto, it should have automatically updated all of you. Look at that. It's so huge. I'm afraid to put it in here though. I'm gonna put it in my pocket actually. I don't want to smash all those flats that are in here. It's a pretty heavy piece right there. Another piece of a purple with white lip, broken purple with white lip. Up here. Those dredgers don't like the purple with white lips, apparently. Taking them all out. Sorry, I gotta eat a snack. Right before you did the standard? Okay. Well, it's still showing your live badge here. Some of these other people that come in, it shows the old badge. And some of them is not updated TikTok. And that's why, but who knows what they're doing with all this. Only the TikTok gods know. beautiful rough scallop. I haven't been seeing that either for anybody. Have you been noticing anybody coming in saying superfan? I honestly haven't noticed today. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks, April, for posting that in the chat group. This isn't a super fan only live, right? I didn't screw that up, did I? Okay. Thank you. And there is no update on iPhone yet, so they haven't pushed an update just yet. Oh, look at this. Is that a buttercup, Carol? A giant buttercup? That's what it looks like to me. This sand dollar did not make it, sadly. This one's still alive, though. We just saved his life. Whew. Little buddy. It's gonna be hot out here today. Oh! Oh, I thought that was a flat. I think we're gonna hang out right here. I think there's a flat in here. I feel it. I wouldn't freak out too much, you know. I would just give it some time. I wouldn't freak out just yet. If it be glitching, you know the rest. But I'm sure there's going to be things that happen here along the way that they have issues with every once in a while. I can't even click and see who's in my superfan club from my side of the equation, so they'll have to fix that too. Just not here. You read the rules. You acknowledge them. You are SOL. Shell out of luck. That's what that means. Shell out of luck. I swear you just did that the other day, though. That other one. Wasn't that after the 15th when you did it? That would be great. Yeah, see if you can cancel the other one. But I swear you signed up after the deadline. Because only 3 people have signed up for less than the super fan club since then, and you're all in that list on my old subscriber list. So let me see who the 3 are. That might help. It's just weird, you have the live badge. So you don't get the live badge if you're not in the super fan club. Erica just signed up. You signed up on the 29th, Carly. The 15th was the deadline. You must have thought it was the end of the month. So that's the problem. So right now, Erica and Just Brandy and you have the old subscriptions, which is fine, because if other people don't want to pay the $9.99 and you just want to do the $2.99 or the $5.99, you can still do that. And I'll make sure that I start doing some sub-only videos for you guys, like some shell cleaning videos or different things, teaching you some stuff, so you at least get something out of that, like this Genonia piece right here. Another nice piece of a Genonia. No, I don't right now, because I used to have it on. All of you used to be on that list when you were part of the old stuff. You are part of the super fan club now. It's that guy's wife. So that is not showing on my side. You guys can click on the super fan club. It should show you the members of the super fan club. So, but that's where your problem is. Another hinged cat's paw. Another nutmeg. And a chestnut turban. Big chestnut turban. Dang it, Jim. I don't think they're the same thing, you guys. So there's 2 separate subscriptions now. One is for video creators on your videos, and one is just for live streaming only. They're not the same. So if you have one of the video, I mean, it automatically upgraded all of you that had it prior to September 15th to this. But anybody since then, you're gonna be in a different, wow. Good Lord. You're going to be in the video side. So if you upgrade, it would be on the video side. I have a $9.99 subscription on the video side too. You know, our standard, or our basic, standard, and deluxe. Those are all still set up. Look at that. Would have been a huge lion's paw. Look at that thing. And these just washed up since we walked past here a little bit ago. It's wild. That is awesome. So awesome. And you know, it also could be too, Candy. Some people have Android, some people have Apple. And the updates might work on one app and it might not be the same on the other app yet. It takes longer to update Android because it's a little bit more complex. So some nerds really like the Android because of that. My wife, it took me forever to get her to switch over to iPhone because she's a nerd. She wanted to nerd out all the time. That stuff. I can't believe I just found my 3rd Genonia piece of the day, though, right there. How did those people walk by that? It was like blaring. Pick me up. Yeah. Well, just so you know, even if yours doesn't auto-update, doesn't mean it updates automatically when the update gets pushed. My wife was trying to tell me that the other day, and what you always want to do, like if you're on Apple anyways, you want to go into the Apple store, search for TikTok, and then when it pulls up TikTok, you click on the TikTok logo to take you actually into the information about the app, and that's where it'll show you. Like a lot of times it won't be showing on that other screen that there's an update, but once you click on the logo, it'll show you it needs to be updated. So a lot of times they'll push the updates through at a certain time or whatever. Yeah, you got droid. We got the goal, thank you. It's another chestnut turban. Sorry, I had to pick up a couple shells first before we reset the goal. Shoot, I might just keep walking down here. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't know if it's the same on Android. It is that way on Apple though, for sure. Yep. That pumpkin patch one was fun, but I do like these too. Susie sent a couple pumpkin patches last night, or the other day. I don't even know if it was yesterday or the day before at this point. I'm still trying to get over the trip I booked last night. We don't do stuff like this. We don't take a week's vacation anywhere. So I'm still trying to swallow my sticker shock. It's just like my daughter recently, she made the biggest purchase of her life. She bought herself a computer. She's had iPads and stuff for years that she uses as her computer. She was all proud of herself, but she was also just like me. Like, oh, I can't believe I just spent this much money on something. Yeah. Well, it's everybody's Christmas present too, so we're not exchanging any gifts or anything. And I got $400 back in one key cash, so I can use to book another trip in the future. But still, I'm pretty cheap. I'm a pretty cheap guy. Besides my gimbals and microphones and phones and things, I don't really like to spend money. I'm trying to pay off stuff, not increase my debt. But I might not ever get another opportunity to get my kids together like this and their significant others, and they could live in different states, they could start their own families. I mean, just to even get this coordinated was super difficult. Most of them are servers, so to try to get time off of work, that's why we're going after Christmas and New Year's. But it'll be a good time. Well, I mean, it could be. Today could be my last day. I'm well aware of that. And this is why I'm broke. That's the number one reason why I'm broke, April. They say you can't take it with you, but I would like to leave some behind for the rest of them. Yeah. I'm also stupid too. Like I give my money away to people. That's why I get so pissed when I find out people are trying to, get people in here to give them money. I do it all the time, and then I don't have any money. And I certainly don't want to give it to somebody that really doesn't need it, you know, per se. Ooh, our gimbal's almost dead. That's why it keeps acting up. I'm walking out here with the snook. Those are the real killers out here today. Not you, Carly. But you are killing me, Smalls. Did you get your situation figured out yet? Yes, yes. I hear you. Did you guys know that I'm a part-time therapist too? I didn't even know, but apparently I am. There's a lot of people send me messages thinking that I'm going to be able to answer all of their mental health problem questions. Oh, I missed it. Damn it, Jim. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, it's broken. I knew it was a flat. Oh, yeah, the gimbal's totally done. He's like, I'm going this way. Yeah, I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express once, but honestly, I would not look at me as your therapist. That's for sure. Most of the time when I get those questions, the real answer is you need to actually go see a therapist. Most of the email messages people send me like that. And that's what I'm going to tell you. So save everybody the trouble and go actually see a professional. I'm a professional. That's where you guys are getting confused. I'm a professional. Boy, I started talking about that in here and TikTok is kicking everybody out. I'm not really a therapist, TikTok. I'm not promoting people to go visit me or something outside of TikTok. I know you guys get butthurt when people want to leave here. I know that we're all supposed to be good little citizens here in TikTok and do exactly what we're told and only make you money. I get it, and I'm trying my hardest to live by that. So I understand the rules. I am your slave, and I'm happy to be it. I am. Very happy. I'm willingly participating in this slavery. And that's okay. All right, let's leave the beach, though. It's time to go. TikTok's not pushing us out anymore. We gotta get out of here. I need to get some breakfast. I'm doing great. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, hold on. I'm not ready yet. I could get a real job and contribute to society. You know, I had a real job for years and I wasn't contributing anything to society. That's the irony. And I would love to know, I mean, I wish that person didn't get kicked out so fast. I would love to know, what is a real job? Does it have to be a job that you go to every day and you frickin' hate and you're miserable? Is that what qualifies for it? Because I don't know if people realize this or not, but when you exchange your time for money, that's a job. Yep, it is. I know, shocker, right? I would have loved to jackass him. Here's the real thing. This is something my wife and I talk about a lot. If you don't like something, why even take the time to comment? You're actually helping me, for one. You're helping push me out to more people by even saying that, but why don't you just scroll to the next thing? Look at this. That looks funny. Funny piece of coral. But you're a pretty miserable person if you have to do that. If you feel the need to do that. And these are people that don't want to deal with their own problems. They just deflect all their problems onto everybody else. Look in the mirror and take a nice long hard look at yourself, and obviously whatever's making you unhappy, get that shit fixed. Go see a therapist. And again, this is the hardest job I've ever actually had in my whole life. And it's not even close. I used to get mad at my wife because my wife works all the time. And now it looks like my wife is the one that doesn't work. And I work all the time. And my wife still works all the time. Yeah. I don't know, am I contributing to society, guys? Has My Walks in Paradise contributed to society? I think we probably have. It worked. Somebody figured out their stuff. Carly did it. Carly figured it out. She became our 124th member of the Super Fan Club. I knew Carly could do it. That's one smart cookie there. Oh, we're celebrating it too. Woohoo! Well, just the donations alone that I've made from doing this job has contributed something to society. But I don't talk about most of the stuff I do because only people that do that are doing it to get kudos for it. And if you really do something to help somebody, to do something to be nice, you shouldn't do it so people think you're a good person because you did it, or you want people to do something for you in return in the future, like you hold it over their head. My wife and I can't stand that. You do something nice for somebody, don't come back and hold it over their head. I remember years ago, my mom and sister got in this big fight, and she pulled out a list of all the money she had given to my sister over the years for things. It was crazy. It was so crazy. Just don't do it. Just don't give if you don't want to. That's the simplest solution. See, Sandy, they got wheelchair accessible beach chairs here. They roll you right down here and then boom, you're right there. Chicken Johnny could totally do this, and you would get some nice shells out of the deal. What did Carly do now? Thanks, Joan. Yeah. I guess, did you know that people that own shell stores, they don't have a real job? Those people that sell shells and stuff, not a real job. You guys need to go get a real job. I'll take over the shell sales for all of you. When you were getting, yeah, we do. April. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad, though. It was like birthday presents, Christmas gifts. I mean, it was all on there. It was pretty bad. One last look here at Lover's Key State Park. I'm not coming back here for a while, so at least I don't think. I got what I needed out of this. I would have loved to have gotten a Cabrit's Murex or a really good Lion Spa, but we're just gonna have to grow the super fan club, and we're gonna have to go back to Jupiter. Because if you think about it, when I was over there, it was calm, like here. The waves were calm. Well, Blowing Rocks is called Blowing Rocks for a reason. And when those winter storms and stuff, that wind starts coming from the east, you know, that surf gets a lot more active over there, throwing a lot more shells up onto the beach. So we went there at the worst possible time. Yeah, there's been lots of hurricanes here, but Hurricane Ian damaged this pretty significantly over here. They finally just got everything restored and this new bridge built. We just walked across. All right, so they finally just got everything restored and this new bridge built. We just walked across. All right, so my signal's gonna get real spotty here. Yeah, I'd take a whole Genonia, but I found so many of them already. Yeah, I'd take a whole Genonia, but I found so many of them already. It's okay if I don't. I want one because there's 3 people who want to buy one from me, so I know nothing beats finding a first. A lot of the stores actually that they'll get them from wholesalers, like the shell shops and stuff. They actually have wholesalers. These guys get them off of boats, shrimp boats and stuff. That's why they're a lot bigger. Like if you see them, they'll have huge kings and Genonias that are just beautiful and all that. It's because they're not being found on the beach. So there's a big difference between hand-found shells and those. But what a lot of you would be surprised to know is a lot of these shells and like these shells and those. But what a lot of you would be surprised to know is a lot of these shells in like these commercial stores and stuff are made in China, not even a shell. so there's that. Not even a shell. so there's that. A lot of them aren't even real. All right. Where did we get to in the rankings? Did we do good enough today to do another live stream later? Oh. No. We are in the top 35. We didn't hit the top 20. Damn it, Jim. Damn it, Jim, we did not hit the top 20%. I thought we did. I honestly thought we would make the top 100. There are crocodiles. The American crocodile. But yeah, they're closer to the Everglades a lot. I mean, they have been seen north of Tampa, but most of the time they stay down in the Everglades or further south. They don't like people. We started at 71%. We're hoping for the top 20. But we did get our first member of the Super Fan Club. We did get our first Super Fan Club member, so maybe that will have to do it. But we did get our first member of the Super Fan Club. We did get our first Super Fan Club member, so maybe that will have to do it. All right, stay tuned. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast and I'll think about what we're... All right, stay tuned. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast and I'll think about what we're gonna do next. If we do. Yeah, I might have to reward the super fan club members at least. You're welcome. Hope to shell you later, beaches.